Okay, we are live across multiple platforms. Let me just put out that tweet before I actually forget. Cool. Alright, let's look at that. Cool. We're live across multiple platforms: Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, Periscope, D Live. Thank you very much for joining me for the last show of today. Jeez. Been on quite the run. Quite the run. All these messages are much appreciated. This okay. I am ready for this. Might have to. Oh. Just put the volume down a little bit. Future game show. I'm just gonna make sure with the right quality.
World premiere.
Okay, that's not us. It's the stream itself. Work in progress. Okay. What is happening? Unreal Engine. PS5. I need to note this stuff down. What is this? It's just major freaky. Quantum error. Quantum error. Just freaky looking. If anything. You know what I mean? Just mad freaky looking. Jeez.
Hello and welcome to the Future Games Show.
Nolan
What a way
North.
to start, right? I am Nolan North, and many of you may know me as your ghost from Destiny, or perhaps Dr. Edward Richtofen from the Call of Duty series, or even, the Penguin from the Arkham series.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Nolan, we get it. We get it. You've done a million, hundred gazillion games. We got it.
Right. Of course, most of you know me as Nathan Drake from Uncharted, where you probably recognize that voice. I'm so happy to be working alongside her again as we host this showcase of
Yo, the way you just
games.
did the voices like that
Please
was
give it
actually
up and
pretty
welcome
sick.
the lovely and talented Miss Emily Rose.
Hey, Nolan. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome from my home to yours. I'm really excited about what we have in store for you today. As PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X draw near, we're going to be talking to leading game developers to see what we really can expect from the future of games.
Plus, we have a host of exclusive game reveals, world premieres, new gameplay demos from current and next-gen consoles. And some of these are so secret, even I haven't been told about them yet.
Wait, they didn't tell you about them?
What, they told you?
No, like they really didn't tell you about them?
People are playing favorites.
Because I mean, I have the whole list right in front of me, right there.
Whatever. Send it.
Yeah.
And let's get into the good stuff.
Okay, so the next title is from Red Thread Games. They're this little indie studio in Norway. I love Norway. You might know them from their Choice and Consequence series, Dreamfall chapters. So get ready for the world exclusive premiere of their new project.
World premiere. Oh. There's no hope except for us. Dope. I already love the look of it. Hope, friendship, love. Okay, a lot of things. Climate change, basically just the power of words. Dustborn. Okay, Dustborn. I like it. It looks kind of cool. I like the style of it as well. Dustborn. Cool, sweet.
Hey, my name is Ragnar Tornquist. I'm creative
Alright,
director
so
at
this
Red
is
Thread Games, and we're working on a game called Dustborn.
Dustborn. Okay, sweet. Alright, I'll add this one to the list.
Dustborn is a story-driven action-adventure about a band of misfits and outcasts on a road trip across America. It's a game about hope, friendship, love, robots, and the power of
Dustborn.
words. So in this footage, you're watching our main character Pax explore a small commune in the Pacific Northwest. She's come here with her crew to recruit her sister, but it turns out her sister's not interested in joining the crew. So your job is to convince her and deal with the consequences of what happens next.
Dope.
Dustborn's coming to PC and next generation consoles in 2021.
2021. A lot of the next gen
Thanks again
games
to Ragnar for that
you're gonna see in
exclusive first
2021.
Look at Dustborn.
Nice.
Okay, what's next, Nolan?
Next, we've got a hardcore first-person platformer whose recent Steam demo was played over 100,000 times. Here's an exclusive look at a new cyberspace level containing new enemies and abilities from Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner. Ghost Runner. Ghost Runner.
Exclusive.
I've heard of Ghost Runner. Where have I heard of Ghost Runner?
Relax. Embrace the software.
Run. The environment, like shape-shifting, looks really cool.
Speed and mobility are your greatest assets in battle.
Survive. Damn, I think that might be. I think this might be a bit too quick for me. Ghost Runner. Sweet. That looked pretty cool. Might be a bit too quick for me.
Ghost
I
Runner
don't know.
coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC later this year.
All right, we're flipping back in time to the 1930s now with a game that stole the show at the recent Xbox Series X showcase. Here's Tatiana Delgado to reveal more about Call of the Sea's spectacular first trailer.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. Everyone above 10, you're good.
Oh, Harry. What have you done?
Oh yes, I remember
I'm
this.
Tatiana Delgado from Out of the Blue Games, working on Call of the Sea. You might have seen our reveal trailer during the recent Xbox Series X event, but we wanted to take the opportunity to walk you through it and tell you a bit more about the game.
How strange that your trail ends here.
Call of the Sea is a first-person adventure puzzle game set in the 1930s that takes place in the far reaches of the South Pacific. You take the role of Nora, a woman who has crossed an ocean in search of her husband's missing expedition. At Out of the Blue, We love telling stories and designing puzzles. That is why we wanted to create a game that had a strong presence of both. And also, we always approach our games with the player's emotions in mind. That being said, although Call of the Sea is a puzzle game, I would say that it is the narrative that drives the game. Therefore, puzzles serve the narrative and make the story advance as a reward when solving them. Some of the puzzles we have to do with the expedition itself, using the real-world technology of the era. In others, you will try to decipher what the ancient runes were for. And going back to the story, we have the good fortune of having actress Cissy Jones as the voice of Nora. We adore her acting in Firewatch and her ability to create a strong presence with only her voice. It is a tale of self-discovery,
Looks
an
beautiful.
exploration not only of the island, but of the character's inner self. Although our game was inspired to an extent by the works of H.P. Lovecraft, this is not a horror game, but an adventure game. We hope to give you a vivid mystery and at the same time an emotional journey. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to revealing more of Call of the Sea in the coming months.
Sweet. 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 Next gen is looking sweet so far. It's looking good. Good stuff.
Call of the Sea is developed by Out of the Blue and will launch on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Windows platforms.
Our next game features none other than Sherlock Holmes, but this time he's a youthful, more arrogant version of the famous detective. Here's the producer and community manager from Frogwares to tell us more about the game's setting and how they plan to create a truly open-world detective game.
Open world detective.
Exclusive.
Hi everyone, my name is Sergey Ganisyan and I'm the producer and community manager at Frogwares. We are an 80 people strong independent studio from Kyiv, Ukraine. You may know us for our detective games such as the Sherlock Holmes Adventures as well as the recent The Sinking City. We are working on our new game, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. It's a story-driven investigation thriller in which you play as the young 21-year-old Sherlock before he becomes the legend that we all know. For John Watson and Jim Moriarty, Sherlock was a brilliant but rebellious aspiring detective trying to prove himself. The game takes place in the late 19th century on a small Mediterranean island where, according to our story, Sherlock grew up before moving to England, and to where he comes back, now as an outsider, to investigate the mysterious death of his mother, the death that scarred his childhood.
Damn.
Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 is an open-world detective game with minimum hand-holding. In this game we are introducing the concept of global investigation gameplay that is heavily based on the feedback that we received from the players on our previous games. We build it on bringing in numerous detective features and mechanics.
Any chance of big games in this showcase or more indies? I don't know. That's actually, I have not got a clue, Leg Sweep.
For example, you can now
It just
decide
says
to involve
future
random
games,
people on the
so
streets in
I don't
your
know.
investigation,
What big games
ask
are you
them
looking for?
directions,
Exactly.
or question those citizens who you think match your suspect profile. And if you doubt they would even talk to some foreigner like you can for instance find the right disguise, say police uniform, to loosen their tone. It's up to you to discover that synergy and use it at the right time, because as I mentioned, there is minimum hand-holding in the game. Of course, making the right deductions and tracking down criminals is another exciting part of a detective's job. We are aiming to give the player the chance to miss a piece of evidence, pursue the wrong lead, and eventually let a killer walk free. Those who played our Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments will know what I'm talking about. We are bringing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 to PC and consoles sometime in 2021. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of the show.
It's a next-gen game.
Fantastic games here that we cannot wait to play ourselves.
So far, it's only been next-gen games.
Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 is coming to PC, current, and next-gen consoles in 2021.
In our next part of the show, the Future Game Show goes retro with a series of games that reimagine the arcade and console classics of some of my favorite eras, the 80s and 90s.
And what better way to begin than with a bullet hell shoot 'em up created by a small team from Lebanon, including a former Pixar artist. Here's an exclusive gameplay slice of Signy.
Signy.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. Is that thing falling apart? Whoa. That looks cool. That was pretty sick. The way they did that opening cutscene was dope. Man, I could have the lost bullet hell I played. Wait, how are you supposed to... Oh, okay, I was gonna say, like, how are you supposed to escape that? Yo, I want to play this. This is nuts. I hope there's an easy mode. Signy. Jeez! I'm on that. I'm on that Signy.
Signy is coming to Windows, Mac, and the developers hope
I'm on
next
that.
generation consoles. Okay, so we're keeping the arcade vibes coming with a high-speed tribute to arcade racing classics like Daytona USA, and a stylish platformer that looks like a noir comic book. But first...
World premiere.
Cuts the flesh, the mind will fall. Slay the seven, save us all. Fulfill what others
It's holding a baby.
to do. Mornia depends on you.
Oh, there'll be a lot of these going on over tonight and maybe tomorrow. Orbid, the seven acolytes.
The seven acolytes. Magratheus bless you, Striver.
No platforms.
Exclusive.
I saw a little bit of this. I don't remember where though. Yeah, it looks like an arcade racer. Summer 2020. Jeez. Next gen.
Chris Tales is our indie love letter to classic JRPGs. So far, we've shown a small portion of the game's overall content and the ways that you'll be able to learn from the past, act in the present, and rewrite the future, all in real time on one screen. This unique presentation lets you see the impact of your choices instantly, and to get really creative in combat by combining skills and playing with time. Speaking of combat, we just updated our demo on Steam to include Wilhelm, the Child Mage, in a mini Colosseum mode that features a number of new, challenging battles. We're really excited to be
Yes,
bringing
they
Chris
showed
Tales
this
both to
in the
next-gen consoles
PC
and
gaming
on
show
current
stream as well.
later this year.
Chris Tales. November, huh? Is that when the new consoles are coming out? Liberated.
I fix computers. My clients pay cash. It's none of your goddamn business what I do with it. Wait, don't tell me you're with them.
Am I getting a PS5 day one? It depends on the price, man. It depends on the price because
What's next? Chemtrails?
because obviously you got the disc version and the digital version. I obviously want a disc version, but it's all gonna depend on how much it costs.
Where the hell did they drop me?
And finally, we're delighted to announce the release date for Neon Abyss, a frantic action platformer which fuses classic visuals to an ingenious roguelike dungeon system. Its publisher, Team 17, has encapsulated the spirit of independent games for over 30 years, with titles including Worms, Overcooked, The Escapist, and a whole lot more.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. Oh, this is a classic looking game. But yeah, ideally I would want a PS5 on day one. You never know, I might get an Xbox Series X instead. Neon Abyss. Physical PS5 all day, but I know it's only going to make that version unnecessarily expensive. I'm thinking 500 for the physical version, 450 the digital version.
Neon Abyss will be launching on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Windows on July 14th, 2020.
Our next game has been in early access since 2018 with an almost 90% very positive reviews on Steam. Here's an exclusive look at the new Easy Day Academy high school level in skateboarding sim Skater XL.
Man, Tony Hawk is coming. Are people going to play that? Ooh, I dig this track more than anything else.
Hi, my name is Dane. I'm the director at Easy Day Studios.
No,
we're
go back to the
working on
track.
Skater XL.
Why?
Today we're showing a first look at the Easy Day High School level. This is a new environment we've been working on for some time, and we're excited to show it off today. This level is based on something that's really key to skateboarding, which is the California school environment. This is something that's been in countless skate videos over the years. Elementary schools, high schools, very common sort of area, type of terrain for skateboarding. One thing we learned in starting to build environments for Skater XL is that we have a very unique game mechanic, so we had to go back to the drawing board on how the levels were designed. The pieces of the level are combinations of elements that we've designed ourselves, but also we mix in countless real-world spots. There's probably about 25 real skate spots some that are very recognizable to anyone in skateboarding, from real high schools, real elementary schools.
That's kind of cool.
Wallenberg,
It's not just like only skate parks, but it's actual places where like skaters hang out,
pieces. If you know skating, you probably know
do their
a bunch of these
thing, perform
spots.
their tricks.
And
It's actually pretty
interesting
sweet.
thing is, again, based on the game mechanic itself, we've actually massaged and tweaked each of these spots to be not just recognizable, but also really fun and work with the game mechanic as well.
I'm flying out to unknown settings. Look at how we shine. This is the life. House on the heat. This is the life.
The unique thing about Skater XL is it really starts with the controls. The joysticks, the analog sticks on the gamepad, map directly to the feet, so you have independent control of each of the foot, and everything is completely physics-based and generated in the moment. So what this leads to is
when they said sim, they were
the first for skateboarding games in general is that the gameplay is not driven by animations; it's driven by the physics. We didn't actually program tricks into the game; we just programmed movement, and with that movement, you're able to do all kinds of tricks. So as you build up your skill, you're also building up your ability to articulate and perform those tricks in different ways.
Ouch.
The element of style and execution comes into it. And that's really where the satisfaction, the fun of this game comes, that you're really directly in control. Just like real skateboarding, there's such a depth in the ways that you can use that board and how you can develop your skills. It becomes a very personal thing. And in the real world,
I've tried real skateboarding, and I wasn't very successful.
Community, and that's something very unique to skateboarding you don't see with other things. So our goal has really been to capture a lot of those elements and bring them into the game as well. The interesting thing is that it's been a decade since the last significant entrant into the skateboarding genre, and it hasn't been explored in recent times when we have all these different things available to connect the community, to put content out, different platforms. So we're seeing a really interesting explosion of content, our creative community, and modders and all these different things happening around the core of the game. So it's really exciting to see where this could lead in the future. Skater XL is coming out onto all major platforms July 28th, and that includes Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC.
Sweet.
Thanks, Dane, and the whole team at Easy Day Studios. Our next game bills itself as Synthwave FPS,
which means it looks nice and you shoot things.
It's already been a big hit on Steam, and we're pleased to announce today that it's now coming to Xbox One. This is GTTOD. Get to the orange door.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was thinking, wait, what does that mean?
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
We have arrived.
Exclusive. Glowing, just glows a lot.
Get to the Orange Door is coming to Xbox One in 2020, and we're pleased to announce that a new demo is available right now, free to download on Steam.
Okay,
Sweet.
Nolan, come on, you're dying here.
What are you talking about? I'm not that bad.
No, I mean you're gonna be dying when you play our next game. A third-person action-adventure, get this, it's set within a coma where you explore your memories while fighting for your life.
Okay, I'm confused. I
Wait,
think I
what?
need to see the trailer.
All right, glad you asked.
Set
Exclusive.
within your coma. In a coma. Well, yeah. Ivor King? What?
Waking is coming to
Oh,
Xbox
Waking.
and Steam on June
I thought it was an I
18th,
and a V
2020.
separately. It's
Who
the
wants an
W.
exclusive premiere? Well, I'm not really asking here. This is actually happening. Our next game is a sequel to the critically acclaimed World War II flying sim Bomber Crew, which boldly goes as close as its licensing team allows into a new era. You get it.
World premiere.
Curve Digital, baby.
For too long, the Phasmids have been causing trouble in our peaceful little corner of space. But not any longer.
Gina, let's go full Abrams with the flares.
Enlist today to embark on an epic space adventure and do your part.
Let's get some of those cool wipey things in this part, Gina. Join us on Athena Station. Experience the rush of spaceflight. Seek out new life. And
Okay, so it's a space sim.
And make new friends. And make new friends along the way. Live, laugh, and prosper. And may the Fourth join the space crew. Gina, let's zoom around in 3D and get some explosions going on here. End it with a bang.
Right, that's why they talked about licensing. Oh, skirting those lines there. Getting too
Space Crew
close.
is published by Curve Digital and will launch on PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Switch in late 2020.
Hey, Nolan, I got a good question for you. You ready? What is scarier than clowns?
Nothing is scarier than clowns. You know that.
Well, you wouldn't say that if you'd been to Wales. You should probably cover your eyes for this.
What's wrong with Wales?
These are not words I wish to write. I fear you may believe me taken with madness. My father seeks to use me. He wishes me to sing for him as she did. To become the star attraction that will draw good folk to this accursed spit of land. I cannot explain further, but ask that you trust me. Your love, always, Elizabeth.
Hello, my name is Ben Tester, and I'm head of marketing at Wales Interactive. Right now we're finishing work on a new title, Made of Scare, and we're really excited to be able to share with you this new and exclusive gameplay footage. Made of Scare is a first-person survival horror game, which features a story inspired by Welsh folklore. It fuses psychological, gothic, and British horror. Set in 1898, Made of Scare is inspired by the haunting Welsh tale of Elizabeth Williams. It's a story of a family empire that's driven by torture, slavery, piracy, and a supernatural mystery that suffocates the grounds of the hotel. In this footage, we wanted to explore the 3D sound-based AI system that is the core survival mechanic. We want to show you what you can do to remain undetected, and if you're caught, what tools are available for you to survive. The enemies
what
in
was
Scare
that?
Hotel are completely blind, and they hunt by only what they can hear. So any noise that you make from walking or running, bumping into environmental objects, or even breathing heavily will often result in death.
Oh gosh, okay.
So you can avoid detection by creeping, avoiding the obstacles that make the noise, but if the enemies are close, then holding your breath is the only option. If you mistime this and run out of breath, then even your panting will get you killed.
Oh,
You're not
shiz.
completely defenseless.
Oh,
There'll be a sound-based
shiz.
weapon available with limited ammo that's hidden in and around the grounds of the hotel. You'll have to find health items, collectibles, puzzle pieces, map pieces, and story pickups, all items that you can find and add to your inventory. The game will feature 3 levels of difficulty. The scares remain the same throughout, but a change in AI behavior, enemy strength, limited manual saves, and reduced ammo and health items will put more of an emphasis on that classic survival horror experience.
This is too much. This is just way too much. It's just way too much.
With a digital and physical launch on PS4 and Xbox One this July. You can wishlist the game now on Steam, and pre-purchase will be available in the coming weeks. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Nah, mate. Oh, Made of
You can
Scare.
open your eyes now. Okay, there you go. All right, Made of Scare launches on PS4, Xbox, Switch, and Windows in 2020.
Hey, Em, what's better than looking at one upcoming game?
Is this another one of your dad jokes?
It's looking at a collection of upcoming games in the space of a few minutes.
Okay, I'm listening.
Here's an incredible lineup of future hits to get excited about.
Smite. Isn't this already out? What the hell? What the hell? Whoa, this looks crazy. Dog gone. So we have a cat game and we have a dog game. Bam bam bam. Oh, this is that wacky one from earlier. Well, I couldn't make sense of it. Wave break. Windjammers. Windjammers. Great game. Hammer Ting. Really? Is that what it's called? Hammer Ting. Archage Unchained. It's a MMO from the looks of it.
And you can find out more information about all those titles by heading to GamesRadar.com. Our next game appeared in our sister event, the PC Gaming Show, just a few hours ago. And we're delighted to have John Pearl join us now for an exclusive look at Remnant From the Ashes DLC, subject 2923.
That was in the previous show, yes.
Exclusive.
Hello, I'm John Pearl.
Do let me know if sound levels are okay for you guys, if you can hear me clearly, if you can hear the stream clearly. Just want to make sure it's all good.
DLC for Remnant From the Ashes. This DLC is much larger and more expansive than any of the previous content we've released. This DLC will introduce a brand new campaign that takes place a year after the events of the base campaign of Remnant. This campaign focuses on the origin of the Dreamer project and how it connects to the Roots invasion on Earth. With the footage we're showing, we're giving y'all a sneak peek at the icy and unforgiving heights of the new explorable world of Risum. The inhabitants of the world are an entirely new faction of enemies, the Uriki, which are a race of menacing humanoid rats. In combat, you'll find they are as resourceful
Humanoid
as they are deadly.
rats. Oh gosh. Wait, weren't the Ninja Turtles taught by a
This DLC
humanoid
has a lot
rat?
of additional content.
Technically,
With the addition of
right?
the new campaign comes all new quests, bosses, weapons, trinkets, armor sets, and more. Additionally, Risum will be added as an option in adventure mode, and if you have the Swamps of Courses DLC, it'll add Risum to the rotation of survival mode as well.
Humanoid rats, you know. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
The Subject 2923 DLC is coming to PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 on August 20th. And we can't wait for everyone to play it. Thank you so much for tuning in to find out what's next for Remnant from the Ashes. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the future game show.
Dope, 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 dope. Cool, good
All right,
stuff.
so Remnant from the Ashes, Subject 2923, will launch on Xbox One, PS4, and Windows PC. And now for something completely different.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Everybody loves playing board games. Now they're finally cool. But they're not so easy to play when you can't meet up with your friends or loved ones. Don't fret, my old chums. Here at Thunderbox HQ, we've been working tirelessly to create state-of-the-art AI, amazing computer graphics, a bitching synth soundtrack, and our laser-powered but totally harmless board game zapping digitizer. All so we can bring you the retro sci-fi survival strategy we like to call The Captain is Dead. Let me just load it up for you.
Oh my god, there are aliens all over the ship. Come on, open up. Wow, this looks kind of dangerous. Good!
Ready. Get your goddamn dirty tentacles off of my spaceship!
Biological components operating at 100%. Skill assimilated.
Reminds me of one of those old-fashioned video games. And I'm done. Taking charge. I haven't used one
What
of these since
the hell
2086.
is happening?
I'm still back.
Those aliens picked the wrong ship to mess with.
The Captain is Dead. Head on over right now to Steam right now to wish list it up right now.
The Captain is
Captain
dead.
is Dead is a digital board game and will launch on Steam in 2020.
Okay, so our next games, they're linked by their focus on player creativity. From designing a food-themed obstacle course for you and your friends to creating a mobile base that traverses a savage land. But let's start with a title called Main Assembly.
Hello inventors, and welcome to Main Assembly, a game that gives you the freedom to create anything you can imagine. With huge open sandboxes to explore, your creations will be pushed to the breaking point. Jam-packed with loads of challenges and parts to unlock, pushing your inventions to the limit. Revolutionary freeform crafting lets you construct anything with ease and precision. Once you have perfected your design, why not take it for a test flight? Happy with how your robot looks? With the visual programming interface, you can set up controls and use sensors to make logic for different types of automation and really put your creations to work. Or jump online with friends to compete and collaborate. Show your creations to the world and test out what others in the community have built in the workshop. Will your creation be the one that everyone is talking about? Main Assembly is out now in early access. See
Main
you there,
Assembly.
inventors.
Bad yolk. Alright. Well, okay. Oh, we saw this earlier.
Hello, my name's Jamie Jackson and I'm from Mythical Games, and today we're super excited to give you an in-depth look at our new games, Blanco's Block Party. We're a new studio created by a bunch of veterans who helped create some of the world's biggest game franchises, including Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Skylanders, DJ Hero, Guitar Hero, and Minecraft Story Mode. Blanco's Block Party is a game about vinyl toys coming to life, but it's actually more than just a game. It's a place for gamers and content creators and collectors to come together and to build and to own
Of
and
course.
to set the rules for the worlds that they want to play in. So here we can see one of our Blancos running around the junction. The junction in Blancos is a really cool place that is just the beginning of the Blancos world that is going to grow over time. You go there as a solo player, it's going to be full of other players doing their thing. It's going to be full of gigs and dares that our NPCs are going to set for you. As you do these things in the junction, you're going to level up your Blancos, so you're going to be able to train them to do different things. So each Blanco that you own, not only do you own it, you get to train it and to be the type of Blanco.
Teach it manners.
So
That's what I want to
super
do.
Fast and jumping. You could make it super tough for some of the shooter games. You could make it super powerful for some of the race games. You're also going to be able to get these really cool rewards from the quests. Some of those things might be things that you can attach to your Blanco, which look cool. Some of them will actually enhance a lot of your abilities.
Oh
But the
god.
junction is just the beginning, and it's going to grow and get bigger and bigger over time. Now what we're seeing is some of the UGC content. So everything here, people just built using the UGC editor. We wanted it to be super easy for players to build and create these levels. Key to it is everything can be done with a game controller. In Blanco's Block Party, you're going to be getting new content seasonally. And what that means is we're going to be delivering you some really cool stuff that is only available for that season. So if you go and buy a Blanco in season 1, that won't be available once you get to season 2. So if you manage to snag one of the cool ones, you're going to be one of the few that gets to keep that for as long as you want to keep it. The same applies to any of the dares and the quests. Those are going to be locked to a season, and anything that you get from completing those things only is available in that season. Ownership is a key part of the experience. So our proprietary technology platform provides true ownership of what players buy and create through verifiable assets. It allows us to legitimize the type of grey markets that pop up around so many games, and it gives players the power to dictate the value of those assets. And the key thing is you as a player own it, and we're going to make it really easy for you to do what you want with that. Players can create the world that they want in Blancos.
See, this just looks like
really
wacky, goofy fun.
So that you can build whatever world you want to build and set the rules for that world. The limit really is kind of your imagination. Blanco's Block Party is coming to PC later this year, and we will be announcing more news around additional platforms and our betas soon. If you want to know more about it, head over, reserve your account at blancos.com, and you can also follow us on Twitter at playblancos and Instagram at playblancos. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Oh, damn.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. What is this?
Hi, my name is Lucas. I'm a producer here at Donkey Crew working on Last Oasis, and today I would like to show you our new map. Last Oasis is a nomadic survival MMO, combining innovative features that allow players to traverse the world on complex wooden machines, engage in epic battles both against the fauna and against each other, leave a mark on the player-driven economy, and do many more exciting things in this unique world. What we're showing here today is the next big addition to the game, a volcanic oasis. This upcoming type of a map consists of all new areas to explore, from cold and barren fields stretching all the way to the horizon, to hardened volcanic rock formations that creates natural passages and scorching hot lava lakes obliterating anything that gets near. As you travel through these vast virgin terrains, you'll get a chance to discover efficient ways to mine obsidian, and find rare loot in mysterious man-made stone ruins, and even hunt legendary killings, these giant winged lizards inhabiting mountains in hot climates. Harsh conditions of the volcanic lands make it very difficult for nomads to survive if they decide to settle on this hot soil. Greenery and sources of water are hard to come by, and hostile flying monsters don't make it any easier to explore because they're attracted to walker wings, making it essential for anyone who decides to venture towards these new territories to prepare in advance. Smart traders will likely take advantage of the resource scarcity to try to make some flots on desperate nomads missing some wood or water, while explorers will be risking their lives to gather rare resources that appear in high quantities in these dangerous conditions. We are working tirelessly to bring in more content and improvements for the game, so make sure to try Last Oasis out now on Steam. See you next time.
Cool. All right. Cool.
Next up, the Future Games Show talks to industry experts about how next-gen consoles and PC technology are changing the way we play. We hope you enjoy our special investigation into the future of gaming. And for the record, we called it that first.
It's time to see what's next.
A new generation of gaming is upon us, with home consoles such as Sony's PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X set to release in late 2020. Developers are
Chronica
preparing
5.
to change the way we play forever. We see companies like Google Stadia continuing to push the boundaries of cloud gaming technology, while studios like Epic Games are beginning to show us what a new generation of engines will be capable of delivering. The Future Game
Damn.
Show has caught up with
Unreal
some of the world's
Engine
leading
5,
developers in
when
fields
that
including
showed up,
graphics, audio,
that was nuts.
storytelling, and machine learning to discover how the next generation of hardware will push video games in a way that we have never experienced before.
The way that I see game worlds changing in the next generation is with a bigger focus on player interaction and making the worlds feel truly alive. We can already make game worlds that are almost too big for the amount of content that we put in them. So, of course, graphics will take a huge leap forward, but it's the complexity, diversity, and the freedom to play around in them that I think will be the biggest leap.
The new technology that really excites me is using machine learning, both to make the game feel a lot more responsive and meaningful to the player, and to augment my abilities as a game developer. The way that I see video games evolving in the next generation is with richer game interactivity. We've seen graphics fidelity just explode over the last 20 years. Games can look so good these days.
Ghost of Tsushima, I can't wait.
But the sorts of things you can do in video games have not really caught up. What I'm super interested in is solving problems that help game worlds and the characters in them play and feel as alive as they can now look. The next generation of tools and technology should allow a game to really acknowledge the emergent, creative things you can do as a player, and to help game developers create richer, more soulful game worlds. I'm really excited about
Soulful game worlds. I like that. I like that. Soulful game worlds.
alive, to get the game to create content not just randomly, but based on the kinds of things you've done as a player so far.
One way that game worlds might feel more alive in the future is by replacing scripted interactions with organic conversations. This live demo from Russian AI project LiveMind literally puts words into Geralt's mouth and could be a sign of things to come.
Do you remember Beckenwood Derby?
Yes, I won a great saddle for racing then.
How would that work though?
Of course, it isn't just game worlds that will evolve in the next generation, but the types of stories being told within them too. Narrative is such an important component to the games we play, furthering our connection with virtual spaces and the characters that inhabit them. It makes sense then that this is one area developers are eager to evolve.
I wrote my first game for a computer with 1K on cassette. Obviously, 40 years later, so much has changed. But in some ways, we're still pursuing the same goal.
The biggest benefit of games as a storytelling medium is the interaction, but often we still tell the stories at the players instead of truly letting them be a part of it.
The future of interactive storytelling should be about how we can make the experience as frictionless as possible.
Really making the player feel like they are actually part of the story. Tailored experiences that they can do not only by themselves but also with friends at home or online.
I'm also hoping to see storytelling explore more collaborative efforts. telling stories to larger groups of players at once without telling each of them that only they are the chosen one.
When we start thinking to ourselves, is traversal what should be at the heart of every storytelling experience in AAA? You know, can we make it more about the internal conflicts rather than those external conflicts of running, jumping, and shooting?
Movies never have to cut away to load the next scene or more assets. If there's a cut to black, it's only because the director wanted that cut in that exact moment. And storytelling goes well beyond just the words being said. It's the audio, and the camera shot, and effects, and the location. Now with characters in the world
So it's everything.
more
Just say
real than
everything.
ever, less downtime due to loading, and more feedback from our controllers, we'll hopefully see larger or more immersive
Oh,
scenes
I
that
remember
won't
this
need to let
video.
up just because the hardware requires it.
The difference in loading time between an Xbox One X.
A new
That's what it
generation
is,
of
right?
hardware means we
And
are
the
about
Series
to
X.
encounter a new frontier for graphical fidelity and visual effects. That's a given. But what about game audio? Sony and Microsoft are putting more emphasis than ever before on audio, and in the way that sound can draw us in game worlds like
Pre-ordered
never
this
before,
today.
our sense of immersion in virtual spaces be about
This
to
was
change
amazing.
entirely.
The next generation audio will definitely be recorded and expressed in a much bigger sense. We're already starting to see hints of it already. Technologies such as ambisonics and ambisonics are being rediscovered, and people are starting to think in different ways of how we could even push the boundaries even further.
So one of the things that's so exciting about the next gen audio is that it's promising just a whole new level of immersion. Obviously the PS5 3D audio is kind of the most outspoken example of this. And so with that new immersion, hopefully is going to come whole new levels of player engagement.
There's something that's very special about sound and music is that it really gets to, it accesses the core of who we are, and the fact that we have 3D audio will enhance that in a much grander sense.
Welcome to the family, son. That one demo I thought I could complete, but you
changes
couldn't.
to play you won't be able to see. From smaller teams being given the tools to more easily achieve their creative ambitions, the expansion of services such as cross-platform play and cloud gaming, to a huge reduction in load times and install sizes. Here's just some of the reasons developers are excited about the changes on the near horizon.
Still yet to play this.
The next generation should feel more social than ever, with all the online services bound to get a refresh. I definitely feel like the next generation will have more opportunities to play together when we can't be together.
I think the future of mobile gaming is really about two things. The first is about ubiquity. The second part of mobile gaming in the future will be about sociability. People are going to play games in a more and more social manner, and it'll be strange in the future if you find someone that's actually playing a game purely solo and never plays any game with other people.
Crossplay is becoming more widely accepted and implemented, and that means you shouldn't have to coordinate what SKU you're getting with your friends, what version they're getting, what platform they're on. You should be able to seamlessly play together, which is amazing.
Almost zero load times, cross-platform ownerships of games, cross-platform cloud saves, and just overall the focus on the player's experience rather than the platform itself.
Just making the user experience as seamless as possible should basically the biggest goal.
Of a higher graphical fidelity.
Is the developers will have this extraordinary opportunity to create really rich, diverse worlds at very, very high resolution. And we'll be able to come to rely on game engines to do so much of what we couldn't do before.
Yo, I can't wait for Watch Dogs Legion. That looks crazy.
Complex animation. What this will do is it'll level the playing field for developers. And developers who previously couldn't have competed at the high end will be able to do so. It's a really exciting time.
We'd like to thank everyone who gave up their time to bring us that insight into the future of gaming.
All right, our next game is introduced by a gaming legend.
Thanks, Emily. You know, guys,
No, seriously, Nolan? Oh my God. Okay, no, I refer, of course, to Brian Fargo. He's the original producer of Fallout. He's here to tell you about the action RPG Wastelands 3. Let's take a look.
Exclusive.
Hello everybody, I'm Brian Fargo. I was the executive producer on the original Fallout and Wasteland series. And I'm here to tell you today that finally Wasteland 3 is coming August 28th for the Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 4.
Who would do this?
Damn.
Who would murder families and children? Let's find the monsters who did this.
Drop your gun so she doesn't die. Got it?
Going in with that guitar, you know. Wasteland 3. Yeah, that's just begun.
Wastelands 3 is coming to Xbox One, PS4, Windows, Mac, and Linux on August 28th, 2020.
Question. If clowns are a 10 on the scarometer?
And what? My dying is like a 4?
Yeah, we've been over this. Look, if clowns are like high, then our next game needs a new scoring system. Check out this new gameplay from survival horror Remothered Broken Porcelain.
Remothered Broken Porcelain.
Exclusive.
Rated M for mature.
Please come in, Miss Reed. Come in.
Good evening, Mr. Ashman. Do you remember me?
Only between old friends.
Jeez. Okay.
I'm Jennifer, by the way. Lindsay? But call me Lynn.
Right. The freakiness levels on this is a 10 out of 10. And I am in. She just stab him in the butt. Whatever it takes.
You won't do it, Mr. Ashman.
Of course I will.
Remothered Broken Porcelain. What the hell? What the flippin' hell? That's a bit nutty, but I'm in. I'm so in.
Remothered Broken Porcelain comes to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Windows in late 2020.
Next up, we have a world-exclusive teaser for a new title from Different Tales. No spoilers here, but if there's a full moon tonight, we all should stay inside.
World premiere.
Exclusive. Heart of the Forest. Next month, alright. Cool, cool, cool.
Oh man, we can't wait to see more from this team in the coming months.
So the Future Games Show has taken a closer look at the games of tomorrow, but big changes are happening to the way we play right now. Features such as cross-progression and cross-play allow us to...
Cross-play? It sounds like you that time you tried to play Crash Bandicoot.
As I was saying, new features like crossplay let PS4 owners connect with Xbox, Switch, and PC owners in their favorite shooters. And we caught up with developers Hi-Rez about how these features work in their current and upcoming games.
Crossplay lets you play games with your friends, regardless of which platform they own, and it's grown in popularity thanks to titles such as Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone. Developers Hi-Rez Studios are trailblazers in this field, but the industry as a whole has been slower to embrace the potential of crossplay. We caught up with Hi-Rez to ask why, and to discover the importance of crossplay as we head into the next generation.
Has to happen, man. Has to happen.
To overcome the challenges of making crossplay work, you need to change people's mindsets. There's a fear that platforms will lose revenues and lose players to competing platforms if they open the doors to crossplay and progression. In the future, I think you'll start to see consoles and other platforms embrace a truly play-anywhere experience.
It will become increasingly less important what hardware you're using to access the game and much more about like connectivity and communication.
There'll still be exclusives, but the true crossover hits won't be constrained to one platform.
Crossplay and cross-progression also challenges game developers to think more globally and holistically about audiences. That you should be able to play from anywhere, doing anything, and kind of have that follow you around as you go from console to console or platform to platform.
If they choose Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo or PC for the next generation, it doesn't matter. The game they love and the purchases they made will come with them.
Players expect the same experience across all of their platforms, and so to be able to actually pull that off takes a reasonably high level of sophistication. And you also want to ensure that kind of competition across all these platforms is fair regardless of who they're up against. Now that a console game is a PC game, is a mobile game, for many games, things like cultural relativism, localization, global community management are a bigger and bigger role in gaming. So I think the long answer short, that's one of the kind of maybe hidden benefits of crossplay, is it stimulates diversity and kind of a global approach to how you think about gaming.
To deliver next-gen crossplay and progression like this, it takes commitment from the start. Hi-Rez Studios currently publishes 3 crossplay and cross-progression titles, with a 4th coming this summer. We keep learning new lessons, but the single biggest is, it's much easier to build a play-anywhere title from the start than it is to shoehorn it later in a project.
More players accessing the same game rather than fragmenting across all of these platforms also means that your ability to make matches and the quality of those matches starts to increase. Overall, we're looking to drive the most fair and fun game experience we possibly can, and we think that crossplay and cross-progression are some of the most important pillars to get there.
You guys ready? It's time to get paid! Don't worry, Demo was born ready.
What's up, everybody? I'm Scott Lucier, aka Scott Gandhi, and I'm the lead designer at First Watch Games. We're finishing work on Rogue Company, and we're
Sorry
really
if I hurt your
excited
ears
to
with
be
that.
able to share this update with you today. Rogue Company is a third-person shooter that features a unique blend between action-paced gameplay and objective-based game modes. In Rogue Company, you play as a rogue, which are a group of elite mercenaries that operate outside of the wall, and they drop in exotic locations all over the world. Rogue Company is going to be free to play, and it'll feature cross-play and cross-progression across all platforms. Since day one of our cornerstones was making sure that you were able to play the game you want on the platform you want with the friends that you want. At the end
What?
of the day,
Oh, that
Rogue
exploded. What
Company
the hell?
can be summarized in one word: inclusive. Today we are in the late stages of Rogue Company development, which means we're testing cross-play and cross-progression features, polishing weapons, rogues, and maps. The majority of my time is spent refining the core combat experience in Rogue Company while also making sure that our maps and modes are providing exciting and unique gameplay. I do want to say, it's pretty amazing to play Rogue Company on a handheld device like the Switch. Being able to play Rogue Company at 60 FPS as I sit on the couch and my wife is watching another episode of Love Island is a dream come true.
Oh my god,
Rogue
Love
Company
Island.
is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch later this summer. We can't wait for you to play our labor of love. To sign up for the alpha, head on over to roguecompany.com. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Big thanks to the teams at Hi-Rez for that look into the future of crossplay and info about their upcoming titles.
Now we all know the next generation consoles are getting closer, so here's an exclusive look at what's to come in Square Enix's third-person shooter, Outriders.
Outriders?
Exclusive.
I won't do it this time.
next time on the Outriders broadcast. We'll be taking a look at the journey into the unknown, plus the characters joining your adventure as you battle through a hostile world. We'll also be showcasing a brand new area and delving deeper into our next class, the Pyromancer. Coming next month.
We can't wait to hear more
Why
about
even put this
Outriders
here?
in the lead up to release
Why?
sometime in
What was the
holiday
point?
2020.
We're heading 150 years into the future next, where humanity is struggling to survive and human brains are being transferred into robot bodies. Here's more on Disintegration.
Not one step further. See what we've got. 5 integrated outlaws.
Sir, have you got weapons and shelter in there? Maybe you could give us a chance to rest.
We may have more of interest to you than guns.
Hi there, my name's Marcus Leto. I'm the president and creative director at V1 Interactive, and we are currently working on our brand new debut game called Disintegration. And we are super excited to finally be getting ready for it to launch soon.
Wow, look at you. Yeah, I guess you took the hard road.
With Disintegration, we set out to build something truly unique. It blends some great parts of a first-person shooter with a real-time tactical elements in a way that's never been done before, and in a way that required us to invent all new gameplay
I legit thought that
mechanics in
shooters
order
were
for it
slowing
to
down.
work.
I guess not.
The story of Disintegration
I should just
is
build it even more.
something that's set about 150 years from now in the future, where humanity's really struggling to survive. And one means of survival is taking the human brain and actually implanting it within an armored shell and attaching that to a robotic armature, allowing them to survive through this period of time. Once in these robotic armatures, humans now find themselves in a world where they are super strong, they're super durable, and some of them don't want to return back to humanity again. And so a new army is developed called the Rayon. In this world, we play some of those early integrated who are fighting back and who don't want to follow along with the Rayon.
I've seen what you call freedom. Not interested.
In Disintegration's multiplayer, we allow the players to team up 5v5 against one another, each with their own crew in this incredible battle against one another. Each one of those matches takes place in a different type of game mode, so there's a great variety of things to hop into.
Victory!
In order for the player to really have success playing Disintegration, they need to consider both parts of the equation. On one hand is your grab cycle and your weapons and abilities that you use fluidly in combat. That's just one part of the equation, though. On the other hand is your ground squad, each with their unique abilities that you can fire off tactically in gameplay. It's important that the player understands that both of these things work in tandem together and that they are part of a whole. They are the crew. And for you to kind of consider both parts is critical for your success. So Disintegration is finally going to be released on June 16th on PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and Steam for the PC. We're excited to be on all 3 platforms simultaneously, and we are eagerly waiting for the community to hop in and start playing with us.
I'm sorry.
Cool.
Were you two having a moment? I can leave y'all be.
What? The grav cycle? I'm a pilot.
Uh-huh.
It's called a pre-flight inspection.
No judgments here, honey.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's in like 3 days.
Disintegration is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC June 16th.
Now prepare yourselves for a lesson in alternative history as we explore what might have happened if the Second World War didn't end in 1945.
Exclusive.
I'm doing it. Exclusive.
Hi everyone, my name is Bogdan Graczyk, the game director of the upcoming narrative-driven adventure game Paradise Lost. I'm super excited to walk you through the alternative history that serves as the setting for our story. In Paradise Lost, the Second World War doesn't end in 1945. In the spring of 1960, the Nazi regime is on its knees and Soviet troops are closing in. Without warning, the Nazis unleash the full might of their nuclear arsenal on their homeland and Eastern Europe, stopping the Soviet offensive in its tracks and turning Europe into an uninhabitable nuclear wasteland. To the rest of the world, this seems like a final act of desperation by one of the cruelest regimes in human history. Yet,
All of Europe.
few know
Jeez.
of the secrets that have been hidden deep underground. The ARC project is among the most secretive endeavors of the Third Reich. Its goal has been to construct a network of hidden, self-sustainable, heavily fortified underground bunkers meant to shelter an Aryan master race society until it can emerge and rule the post-nuclear landscape. But not everything goes according to plan. For reasons unknown, one of the bunkers, located just outside Kraków, Poland, goes dark. Now, as you discover the past, you can shape the present. It's been 20 years since the explosion that set our story in motion. You play as Szymon, a 12-year-old Polish boy driven by personal tragedy to seek out the bunker on the edge of Kraków. At first, the place seems completely desolate. What brought Szymon to the bunker? What answers is he seeking? You'll have to uncover the truth yourself. So, do you dare discover the last story on Earth?
Why is a 12-year-old even there? Like,
Paradise
why?
Lost is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X.
Our next game. Wait a second. Emily, have you crossed another thing off my script?
Hey, we discussed this. You can't be trusted.
Unbelievable. Okay, fine. Just roll the tape.
World premiere.
Premiere.
Whether you choose agent
Operation Tango.
or choose hacker, it takes two to complete the mission. It takes two to stay alive. Operation Tango. It takes two to save the world.
2021.
Our next game is so secret, we don't even know its name at the time of this recording. So I'm just going to put myself out there
Kenna.
and make one up. I'm guessing it's called The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
What kind of fake name is that? It is not called The Kingdom of Gusty Willows.
Here's the developers of The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows to talk about their show-stopping new PS5 project, The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
Can I make it extremely clear? This is not called The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
What's the big deal? It's a good title.
Exclusive.
Sorry, Nolan, the name isn't Kingdom of the Gusty Willows. It's actually called Cana Bridge of Spirits. Hi, I'm Mike Greer. I'm the Chief Creative Officer at Ember Lab.
And I'm Josh Greer, Mike's brother. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at the studio. You may have seen our game Cana Bridge of Spirits at the Sony PlayStation 5 event. And today we're really excited to share a little bit more about the project with you.
So, what's this game all about?
Looks dope.
Well, Kena Bridge of Spirits is a story-driven action-adventure game that combines fast-paced combat with exploration and a really fun, charming companion mechanic where players are going around collecting forest creatures that we call the Rot.
So you play as Kena. She's a spirit guide who has traveled to this forgotten village and soon discovers that there are many trapped, lingering spirits. And it becomes clear that there are larger forces at play that have sort of corrupted the environment and stopped things from moving on. Well, the main focus of the game actually revolves around helping these trapped spirits. So each kind of level or world that you enter is all focused and kind of themed around the corrupt spirit that's lingering.
And to really help these spirits, you ultimately have to get to know what happened to them in their past life. And to do so, you're looking for clues in the environment, facing combat challenges, solving puzzles. But ultimately, it all relies on building and growing your team.
Yeah, the Rot are key to like sort of every aspect of gameplay. They can be used in combat to augment abilities. They can be used to manipulate the environment, to carry things around for you. The more Rot you have, the stronger you're going to be as a player, and the more abilities you get to unlock. The trailer does a lot of things, but one thing we wanted to do was make sure we established the tone and sort of darker elements that are in the game. And people see the Rot and the cute characters, and they immediately fall in love with them, which is great. But the opening cinematic with the meditation and kind of Kena battling these spirits, we wanted to use to kind of set that darker tone and establish these.
Either she's having a bad dream or something happened,
darker themes in the storytelling.
and she's trying to get over her fear.
Targeting a holiday 2020 release, and it will be coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4,
This
the
year.
App Store. We're
Hopefully.
really excited for everyone to get their hands on the game.
I would love to play it
And
this year.
In the meantime, enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, that transition is sick. It's so sick. Bridge of Spirits.
Well, I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching the Future Games Show, and look out for more great next-gen coverage on GamesRadar.com throughout this week and beyond. And don't forget to check out our sister
Beyond.
shows from the Guerrilla Collective over the next few days right here on Twitch.
Wait, come on, Nolan. It wouldn't be a game show without that, we got one more thing. Can we do the one more thing moment?
You are so right. Wait, are we in this one?
No.
Oh, well. But hey, Em, would you work with me again? Maybe in some kind of swashbuckling adventure where I play a roguish, charming adventurer?
Nah, I think I've been there, I've done that.
World premiere.
3 years ago, Serial Cleaner took you back to 1970s America in a single-player stealth action crime story where you played as a professional crime scene cleaner, getting rid of bodies and the incriminating evidence, all while avoiding the police. Now, with over 1 million owners and releases on all major platforms, we're going to the 90s.
Wow. What the hell? Serial cleaners. I remember getting the emails for the first game.
Really does complete our showcase.
I'm happy to see it done so well.
Yeah, we hope you've had a great time watching and that you've seen something that you can look forward to. We also just want to take a moment to thank our partners for helping put all of this together, but most of all, we want to thank you for watching.
I'm Nolan North.
And I'm Emily Rose.
And this has been, Emily, if you will, the Future
Game Show 2020.
Kena Bridge of Spirits. I am super down for that. But yeah, that's that was the Future Game Show 2020. We've seen a lot of video game stuff today. Like almost 2 hour, like almost an hour and a half of this, 2 hours of the PC gaming show. What was before the PC gaming show? That's how fried my brain is. Like, I cannot remember what was before the PC game show. Guerrilla Collective, thank you. Saw a bunch of things from that. First and foremost, thank you very much everyone who joined me for this watch along on the platforms I'm streaming on, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, Mixer, or DLive. Thank you very much. Do consider following me on the platform of your choice that you did watch it on. Do follow on there. I will try to do as many live streams as I can going forward. Obviously, this is slightly different as these events are going on, and I want to do it live with you guys. So thank you very much. So usually on the weekends we would be streaming a game of some sort, but things have been different, and I might stream tomorrow, so we'll see. Beyond all of that, videos of these reactions or certain reactions will be going up on the YouTube channel itself. So do consider checking out the YouTube channel, checking out the videos on there, liking, commenting, and subscribing to the YouTube channel. A lot more work into that, a lot more content will be coming out, especially as a lot of new games have been announced. We'll be seeing a lot of the reaction videos going up on there, along with discussion videos, gameplay, and everything else under the video game sun. So once again, do follow me on the channel of your choice that you have been watching this stream on. And most importantly, beyond that, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Would really help me out a lot, and I'll be bringing a lot more content as time goes on. That is it. Thank you very much, everyone. I do appreciate it. If you want to continue talking with me, follow my Twitch channel, which is just Twitter, which is right there. I also do have a Discord as well. All the links will be down in hopefully the description that you're watching on. But again, hit that follow button on the platform that you are watching the stream on, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And hopefully I'll see you guys again maybe tomorrow for whatever game I'm streaming, or on Monday for the new Star Wars game. See you guys soon. Peace.